Minecraft, I'm gonna be showing you facts about Minecraft. The fact number 1 is the Dripleaf fact. So if you did not know, and it's really weird, feathers are one of the feathers. You know feathers. They're used for making arrows and a feather. You know feather. They're used for making arrows, cooling books. There's something really weird. If you place down a Dripleaf, if you step on them, you'll just fall down. Of course. But you just fall down like this. And the Dripleaf will just reset back to normal in a while. Well, something that's really weird is that if you put an anvil on top of a Dripleaf, and I think this back in the. If you did not know, if you put an anvil on top of a Dripleaf, it actually makes it shrink down. But the crazy thing is that this is really weird, but for some unknown reason, one feather just makes a Dripleaf fall. Like, that's so soft. Fact number 2. And also before I say this next fact, I'll also say that I need to I have 20 facts. So fact number 2 is that if you have an enchanting table and an invisibility potion, place a load of enchanting tables near you, about this many. Some loads of enchanting tables, because if you go near enchanting tables, the books will look at you. Well, the strange thing is that if you go in invisible, I think my invisibility potion just lost. You need 8 minutes. If you go invisible, for some weird reason, they still can follow you even though you're invisible. Like, it's so weird. But for some also weird reason, they don't even follow items. So yeah. And also, make sure you have a milk bucket, because it will just serve the effect. Okay, fact number 3. I'm pretty much sure. So fact number 3 is that it's about the wind charge. If you do not know, with the wind charge, you can actually, if you do not know this fact, but with a wind charge, you can actually use with a wind charge, you can use your Elytra. You can use wind charges to make your Elytra fly. It's really hard, but it's possible. It's like really possible. It's possible. So with your Elytra, here's a simple fact. And also you can help your Elytra to fly as well. It can help you from your Elytra if your Elytra I'm just pretending. If your Elytra just broke, you can use them to clutch with. Okay, that was not what I meant. Yeah, it's quite hard, but it's worth a try. Okay, now fact number 4. Fact number 4 is that it's a weird fact. It's a really good fact. It's actually a good fact. If you have the Bad Omens banner, it's a really good fact for your style for your shield. If you have a bad this Omens banner, you can put it on a shield, and if you put it on a shield, you can actually pretend. If you put it on a shield, it actually looks like a bad omen still, but the eyes, for some reason, spread out. So yeah, that's the fact number 2. Now is fact number 3. Okay, I'm pretty much sure this actually works, but if you have a slow falling splash potion, and Elytra, if you have those three things in mind, if you have that, go somewhere really high, like really super duper high. I'll go up to here. So if you go up somewhere really super duper high, you can basically just play the put the small falling, and then, oops, I think I cheated. That's not what was meant to happen. So then, put the slow falling, and you'll get a little slower, but then, when you use your Elytra, I think I need to go in survival. It's not even working that well. So if you're in survival and you don't have any firework rocket kits for Elytra, put the slow falling, and then you can jump off the cliff and go slow. And then, if you then drink a bucket of milk, and then you can go some far away distances, like really far away distances, Okay, that's fact number 4, I think. Fact number 5. So fact number 5 I'm going to be showing you is that if you do not know it, but not many people know it, if you have a tinted glass, make sure you make a small 9x9, like a small thing like this, and then you have to make sure it rains, because the strange thing about with the tinted glass is, hold on. Wait, I think this. Oh yeah, I forgot something. It only works in some other versions of Minecraft. So, oh yeah, I think this one is not true anymore. It used to exist. So this thing. Okay, I'll show you a different fact in number 5. So in fact number 5, if you want with a slab, like any type of slab, like a slab, if you did not know, the slabs actually, Sculk can't go on top of the slabs. So you can build something like this, and then basically you get the block itself. You get the block itself, and then you cover it around. Then you basically cover it around what it is, and then make sure you have loads of Sculk veins, because you're gonna be needing this. Because with the Sculk veins, you can use them as your advantage. So then you get as many Sculk veins as you want. You get some Sculk veins, as many of them, and then you just place it around every. Wait, I think that's not how it works. Wait, actually, I think I got one thing wrong. So you're meant to do this. I got one thing wrong in mind. This works. I got one thing really wrong. So then you put an eye like that, and then you carve out your small shape, whatever type of shape you want it to build, and then get the slab itself, and then you just put it only at the top layer, and make sure you do not waterlog it. So then you get your Sculk and place them. Then you place the Sculk around. It should, and this only works in a different version of Minecraft, and you should end up with some of your Sculk standing out. And this only works only in Java edition, I think. So it does not work on my edition of Minecraft. fact number 6. With fact number 6, I'm going to be showing you something really cool. If you do not know what the conduit actually does, if you do not know, but this one is really simple to filling up an entire swimming pool. So you get a netherite as the strongest pickaxe that you can possibly get. Netherite pickaxe I'll choose. And then ice. Then ice. And it has to be any type of ice. It has to be only one type, only normal ice. And to mine it, you had to get Silk Touch. Then you just make any size you want. As if any big square with the glass like this. You should end up with a big square around the glass like this. You should end up making this huge thing around the glass like this. And it has to be huge because you're going to be needing it for the next fact. Fact is to open the conduit. Oops, I think I just spoiled it. Sorry about that. Next, then you just do this like any height, any size or any height. So then, once you're done making a huge cage, you had to do a pattern of ice like this. Wait, let me just finish off a bit. And if you put a pattern of ice like this, basically like this. So you get a pattern of ice like this. And then you keep on doing it. You do it like this. Like keep on doing it, this pattern. And you should end up with something like this. And make sure that you do have the strongest pickaxe in your hand. With it, you can, if you're in creative, go to survival, and then mine the ice that was there. And literally mine every single piece of ice. No, not even. You have to make sure you don't miss one single bit. And with this pattern, you can manage to make your aquarium come to life. To make sure you don't correct it, then you have to make sure you keep on doing it. Keep on breaking all of those corners of ice. Next place down. You have to make sure you break every single bit. Not even leaving. Oh, you wonder why it's so glitchy, the slimes? I really have no idea why, but then you should end up with your entire pool of ice. Then break the remaining blocks that then break the remaining blocks nearby, and then you should end up with something like this. What is going on? You should end up with something like this. Like this. Full tank of water. Now, actually, I have not some good news, because I have to shorten down how many facts I have to do, so I have to shorten it down to 10. So fact number 7 is how to open up a conduit. Conduit. So you had to get some Prismarine, and they're found in some ancient, I forgot how to produce them, some ancient monuments. And then make sure you place. Then you had to make sure you you have to make 1 block outwards and build like this, a pattern like this, and then 2 blocks outwards, and then and then 2 blocks inwards. Then you make sure you build it like. Then you should end up with something like. Then about 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks upwards, and then go back inward. And then you should end up with something like this. And then to make sure it opens, make sure you put these edges like this on each side. Then with the final edge, make sure you're looking at it, and then when you place the final edge, you will see it open the eye. You'll see it open the eye. And that's how to open it. And if you want, you can decorate it with some other stuff, so that's how to do it. Fact number 8. Okay, we're getting really close to the last fact. So fact number 8 is that if you do not know, is that if you go, make sure you have sea lanterns, and then place them, and then make sure you have loads of sea lanterns, and place them in a block like this. Like this. And then look at the sea lanterns really closely. And if you look so close, you'll see they're animated. So sea lanterns are actually animated. So that's fact number 8. Fact number 9. Okay, this is our fact number 9. So fact number 9 is that you know them if you did not know this, but so fact number 9 is that if you actually manage to have this really extreme hard item to get, is really hard, and that's the ender dragon crystal, and you have to make sure you're in Bedrock, and in creative, and then get it ender eye, as many eyes as you possibly got. Then make an ender portal in creative, like this. Make sure you have defeated the ender dragon already. I'm already about to do right now, by the old fashioned. So next, then you use /kill command to defeat the ender dragon, and once you have defeated him, you get out of your small boxing thingy. Make sure you escape this small boxy thing that you get trapped in. And also, this is not texture packs. This is, and then you basically resummon it. And if you did not know, if you did not know it, but it's really weird that if you actually resummon the ender dragon, then you put the end crystals like this, and when you place the final one, you should end up with something like this big pillar just leading to the top. And then, if you did not know, you'll start blowing up stuff, and then go to that PixelPlayz with full of Bedrock, and then look carefully, they're resetting. But then when they reset this one, it destroys Bedrock, the undestroyable block again. And once you resummon the Elytra, I'm pretty much sure that you have to defeat it again to get back to the overworld. And I'm gonna do it one more time so I can get back to the overworld. And I'm getting back to the overworld. So let's get back to the overworld. Okay, we're going back to the overworld and skip intro. And if you did not know, you cannot resummon the Ender Dragon in the overworld. So basically, you might be thinking you can resummon it like by what I have just done, but you cannot summon it. Even though you try, I think you cannot, unless you're a cheater and just do some /summon command and just summon it. And if you even try to and if you even make the end thing like this, if you make it like this with everything in it, including the torch, that you see on it, even though you built it in the overworld, I'm pretty much sure it's really weird. You cannot even summon it in the overworld, even though you do make the same pattern from the end. And if you even try to summon it, it won't even work. You can definitely see why. So yeah. And now it's fact number 10. Now fact number 10 is that it's a really cool fact is that if you did not know, this fact is really cool. So if you had experience bottles, don't throw it to the ground because it'll give you less levels. So let's go and it'll give you the less levels. So if you throw it to the don't throw experiment bottles upwards because you'll get less levels. So you can see how many levels I got. So if I just change it back to creative, and then go back in survival once again, if you throw it onto your feet, oh wait, hold on. I think I need to get rid of my levels. Let's not get rid of my levels. If you actually throw it onto your feet, oh no, how do I get rid of levels? Wait, I think it's a good idea. This is perfect. And make sure I'm just wasting my levels. So if you did not know, if you try downwards, it will give you more levels instead of drawing it upwards, so everybody else does. And if you did not know, if you throw about 64 levels of XP downwards, you'll get about this many levels. Not that many levels. Wait, I think I actually got mixed up. So what it was actually I got mixed up. So actually, if you throw the experiment bottles down, it will give you that many levels. And if you throw it upwards, it'll give you more levels. So that's all the facts that I showed you. So bye bye.